Yeah, greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and feminists. It's me again, Mr. Ron. I'm back on YouTube. It's been a while, but I've got something to share with you today.
Now you've raised it, what does that actually mean? What do you mean you're non-binary?
Are you really just going to...
Can you explain it?
Are you going to cut Blair off now?
Actually, the UK government now says that people are male or female. The British Prime Minister says people are male or female.
I don't think the UK government should have the final say on how I express myself.
Well, they determine the laws of the country. What are your pronouns?
They, them.
What does that mean?
Yeah, one of you sent me videos from Piers Morgan. I watched it and I just couldn't help it, and I really appreciate it. You said I shouldn't mention your name. Thank you, Mr. Anonymous. Let's get into it and let's see. You already saw the preview. Let's see what's going on here.
Blair's a trans woman. Why don't we let her answer?
I'm also transgender.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm more so
which trans are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
I'm a non-binary person. I use they, them person.
So
sorry, are we going to...
I've heard a lot of things, but this is crazy. I use they, them. Okay, let's see where this is leading to.
Sorry, are we going to spend... do we really want to spend the rest of this discussing my personal...
You're the one who mentioned it. I didn't even know.
Did you guys notice that she was the one, and Piers is right, she was the one who brought it up. Nobody asked her. Nobody asked her opinion. She just injected, I am a trans, and the next thing, now she's making it look like she's being harassed. Okay, listen.
Well, now you know.
A nightmare.
Okay, so now I know. I'm just asking you what that means.
Like, do you really want to discuss this?
You raised the subject of yourself being trans. I'm simply asking what...
I was right. I thought I was the only one who noticed it. Kudos to Piers Morgan. I wasn't liking you before, but with this, I'm beginning to like you, kind of. Yeah.
Can I finish my point?
No,
it's always a non-binary person
it's actually really
over a
interesting.
transsexual.
It's really interesting to me. You raised it, not me. I didn't even know. So now you've raised it. What does that actually mean? What do you mean you're non-binary?
Are you really just going to...
Can you explain it?
Are you going to cut Blair off now?
I'm just asking you to explain.
Cut Blair off? You were the one who cut Blair off. Wasn't she the one that interrupted when Blair was trying to talk and she was trying to explain that she's... or didn't I hear it well, or what's going on here?
You to explain. I'll come back to Blair in a moment.
Well, you were the one that cut me off, sis, but I will say that...
Hang on one second, Blair.
Sorry,
Blair, wait 1 second. I just want to ask, what do you mean by non-binary?
When I say I'm non-binary, I'm expressing...
I just love the idea that Piers is putting his foot on her neck. I mean, this has to be done because I want to get to the bottom of all this. I want to know where all this is leading to.
My identity in a way that
what does
I have
that
a right
mean?
to do. I'm sorry?
What's your sexuality?
My sexuality. Yes. This doesn't have anything to do with my
sexuality.
Actually,
the UK government now says that people are male or female. The British Prime Minister says people are male or female.
I don't think the UK government...
Yes, actually, it's not the British Prime Minister per se or government. I think it's the UK Supreme Court. That's the highest court in the UK declared, you see it here, as you can see on the page, the highest court in UK declared that you can only be a woman biologically. Legally, you can't transform from a man to a woman. It's either you're a woman by birth or that's it, final. There's no in-betweens. And I'm even shocked UK can even take it a step further like that, you know. Usually this is something they've been dancing around. They don't want to have that conversation, but kudos to UK government.
Should have the final say on how I express
myself. Well, they determine the laws of the country.
Treated.
I'm just curious what you...
She doesn't think the UK government should have a final say. But that's what governments are for. What makes the UK even special is the fact that they operate a parliamentary system whereby the lawmakers can serve as cabinet members and all that. So she's saying that they can't make laws. It's not even the lawmakers that made that declaration. It was from the Supreme Court. So I don't know what her argument is. I think this, if you ask me, this is just a product of bad parenting.
What do you mean by non-binary? What does that mean?
I'm curious. Well, firstly...
What are your pronouns?
They, them.
What does that mean? There's only one of you.
Well, I'm not laughing because it's amusing, but not necessarily funny. They, them. Even people who believe in the Trinity don't address their God as they, them. So what is, and this is how madness begins. Like, I'm seeing one person, now I have to address the person like the person is two, in multiples, like plurality, you know, they, them. Okay, I think this English thing is becoming more complicated for me.
They, them has been, the collective they has been used to refer to individual people for centuries and still is. So, I mean...
what's she talking about? They've been using they, them for individuals for centuries. You see, even in Old English, when there was they, thee, they, thou, you, I don't think it was... let's see where she's going with this. So I'm coming.
So, I mean, if you don't understand basic grammar, that's on you.
I don't really
think
understand.
you do.
I don't know.
Now she's telling a veteran broadcaster that he doesn't understand grammar. She's teaching a veteran broadcaster, Piers Morgan, grammar.
I don't understand. I've got to be honest with you. I don't understand the concept of what non-binary means, or why you would use a plural pronoun to describe a singular person. That makes to me, this is the problem with the whole woke thing. Is inexplicable. Nobody really knows what it means. I don't know what you mean by non-binary they, them. There's one of you sitting here, and you look.
I agree with Piers in this sense. A lot of people have lost their jobs in the Western world. So if you live in the Western world, and you go to a company, a lot of people have lost their jobs in the Western world. So if you live in the Western world and someone just appears and says, oh, address me as whatever, you are now compelled to address them. Otherwise, you get a call from the HR and you could just lose your job as part of a disciplinary measure. So one has to be careful. So it's almost as if they just appear with these things and expect you to just know what their pronouns or adjectives are. It's crazy.
And you look to me female. You're a female?
Okay.
Are you a female?
If you don't understand what non-binary means...
Are you a female?
If you don't understand what non-binary means...
I don't.
Then I'm not sure you're in a position to lead a debate.
So just tell me.
He's not in a position to lead a debate. Yet they've been asking you, what the hell does it mean? You've not been able to answer the question. Make that make sense to me, please. And remember, everyone, no one asked her. Nobody asked for her opinion. She interjected and announced herself as a trans, I don't know, trans band, whatever it is, you know. The trans woman there is even confused.
But if you can't explain it in simple language, then
what is it?
What's the point?
Well, explain what
I can tell you exactly what being a transsexual is.
It means that my gender identity is something other than man or woman. I'm a non-binary individual.
But you accept you're a female?
I don't think that I'm here to discuss the contents of...
Yeah, Piers did not call you to discuss the content of your body. You were the one who introduced it. You were the one. Nobody asked you, okay? Nobody asked you, okay? Take accountability for once. No one asked you.
You raised this whole thing. I didn't mention anything about what you were. You did. You said, I'm trans.
This has really become uncomfortably personal.
Has it? You said it, not me.
Emotional damage, emotional blackmail. You started something, you don't want to finish it. You're speaking and talking nonsense. And yet, for the last how many minutes they'll be asking you, what are you? You've not been able to answer it. So let me just finish with the video.
You said it, not me.
If you think this is uncomfortably personal, try undressing in a locker room with a 6'4" naked man.
Right, exactly.
That's exactly, in fact, that's a very fantastic point. You see, why this is a serious matter is that we live in a world, right? As crazy as Donald Trump is, at least I'll give him a credit for, you know, reversing all this nonsense wokeness. And shout out to the UK Supreme Court because we were living in a world where we had to participate with all these delusions. Somebody could just wake up and say, oh, I'm a cat. And what else can you do? Nothing. You just have to play along and say, oh, okay, it's a cat. Otherwise, you could get into trouble. People have lost their jobs by simply not playing along or identifying with this wokeness. And the next thing you know, they get that HR call. Oh, sorry, you didn't call him a cat. Now you have to, you know. Now, I'm open to I'm asking because I'm hoping that somebody here is knowledgeable enough and more intelligent to explain it clearly in such a way that I might begin to understand it in ways I've never understood it. Yeah, so if you like this video, please smash the like button, so the algorithm can be triggered and it can go to other people who want to have these serious conversations. You can also leave a comment so I can get back to you. I always respond to my comments. And subscribe so I can grow my channel. We need to get to, at least this month, we need to get to 20,000 subscribers. And this is not to incite anybody. This is not to ask people to attack anybody. It's just a simple request. Let's have civil conversations, no violence. Perhaps we might start understanding each other when we talk more. Until next time we meet again, it's I, Mr. Ron, and don't do what I won't do. Remain blessed.